Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our vlog.
It's like the Reading Rainbow.
Exactly what I was thinking. Reading Rainbow.
Copyright.
Anyway, Jay asked if I wanted to do the intro because she always says, "Hey guys," and I'm always just like, "Hi." So that's what that was. I'm a little tired tonight.
Yeah. We're trying to crank out some videos because of our March goal. Honestly, we're probably going to go to having less strict upload. We're still going to upload consistently, but it'll be less strict.
Yeah.
After March. We just really wanted to push ourselves to 2 videos a week, so we're going to shoot for 2, but after March, it's probably going to be 1 to 2.
Probably.
And if we do a bunch of cool things, then maybe we'll have more than 2 a week.
Yeah, you'll probably stop seeing shorts of us walking every day.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The shorts.
We do a lot less than we thought we would.
We're actually really boring.
You don't realize how much of your day-to-day is exactly the same as every other day until you say, I'm going to record myself for only 30 seconds a day.
It's harder than you think.
It's a lot harder than you think.
It really is. There's a reason that we're doing this vlog together and not that we have 2 separate. I'm not confident we could have 2 separate vlogs because I feel so boring otherwise.
That's how I feel. I'm like, well, when we're together, we're doing something. But yeah, myself, I'm I go to the gym in the morning. I eat the same breakfast every day. I eat the same lunch every day. I go for a walk. And then I hang out with my boyfriend or Maria. I don't know.
I don't even do that much.
Anyways, we're not really big fans of short form content, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Talk too much.
Yeah, we need to be able to describe.
We are descriptive people. We like to paint the whole picture.
Yeah, we tell too much sometimes.
Anyway, that's not the point of this vlog.
Not at all. That's the second one that we started completely randomly.
We're not good at intros or outros, really.
Yeah, so this is actually about we're calling it failed businesses. Not all of them are true businesses. It's
failed hobbies.
Yeah. Because we start things and we can't finish them.
Yep.
But we're gonna stick with this. Promise.
This is whoever is watching this. You need to, if you don't see us post for a couple weeks, somebody needs to start harassing us.
Yeah. Be mean to us if that happens.
But we're doing good so far.
We are, and I think it's actually fun.
Yeah,
the long video. I don't like the little videos.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate posting the shorts, but the long videos I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah. Well, especially the shorts we committed to doing every day to keep us on track. Number one, just to keep us on track with our personal March reset, and to keep us on track to post every day. Although it's miserable, it sucks. Even if you think it does suck. Filming 30 seconds a day doesn't sound that bad. It's hard
to do a new thing.
Yes, it's hard not to do the same thing every day, and it's also kind of hard to remember sometimes. I mean, we both have
now that we're halfway through, it is harder.
Yeah, that's the other thing is we were talking about it earlier this week. We're we're only halfway through the month, so we still have 2 weeks left. And
we're trying to post at separate times. So last night I wanted to post late to see how that would do, and I fell asleep. The video was made and everything. And I woke up at 6 a.m. and messaged her, and I'm I forgot to do it.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, I don't even remember how we got on that subject.
We're sticking with this.
We're sticking with this.
Anyways, so yeah, but we do have quite a bit of things we have not stuck to, and that we like to go all in. We like to find a hobby, have very little information about it, and be I can do that.
Yep.
I don't know if you have this gene or this thought process. I think it helps me most of the time, but it's also not that great, I guess, sometimes. If I see anybody do anything, I think I can do it.
I don't know if I would say that. I just get interested in something. I'm yeah, that seems easy.
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I'm
I wouldn't
if a
say
person
everything.
can do that, sure. I'm if they figured it out, I can figure it out.
If I'm interested in it something enough, then yes. But when I see a man using power tools and woodworking a whole dresser and stuff, I know I can't do that.
It'll take me longer, but I can figure it out.
There's no way I could figure it out. I can't use power tools.
Anyways, so we happen to hyperfixate a lot of the same things over the years. So
she normally starts the hyperfixation. I would like to point that out. I am very much a follower.
Somebody else likes to take it a little too far.
Yeah, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. She finds the initial hyperfixation, and then I feed off her hyperfixation I usually take it a step too far.
But I love her for it.
And then we just fuel each other way too much.
The YouTube thing, I've been planting the seed for years.
Yeah.
That's we could do this.
Jay talked about this for forever.
Let's do this. And then she came to me one day, and I knew it clicked because she's like, Jay, I watched a vlog.
I know.
I think we can do it.
Jay has watched YouTubers as long as I have known her. And I always thought she was weird. And then all of a sudden, she gave me a couple recommendations. She sent one to me, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of into this. And then all of a sudden, it just roller coaster from there.
She's like, I'm doing research. I like this person, this person, this person. We should do this and this and this. I was like, I got her.
I think I texted her for like 8 days straight. I'm like, have you seen this person? Have you seen this? Did you know this? I saw this. I think we should do this. And yeah, so now she fueled it, and now we're going with it.
Yeah, but we're gonna take you guys back to some of the ones that we've done before this.
Let's take you back in time.
Do you have your phone? Because that's my phone, so I don't have the list.
Oh yeah, we did make the list. Okay, we'll get to that one.
Let's do chronological order.
Let's go with chronological order. I think the jewelry making was first.
Probably. So that one I think that we like long term were like, oh, it could be a business, but we just wanted to like do it ourselves. Back in the day, I think we were in high school probably. No, we were right out of high school. We worked at Dogtopia. I don't know if you guys have heard of that place.
Were we out of high school?
Yeah, because we were going to give Amy, our manager, a bracelet.
Oh, yeah. Thank God we didn't.
I know. And I'm going to say, we got scammed here. We did so much research. I didn't even finish my sentence before. I am so sorry for how we are.
I don't think we have ADD, but sometimes I think we have ADD tendencies.
Yeah. Yes. But back in the day, stamped jewelry was like the thing. Like if you went on Pinterest, everything was stamped, and it would just be like a little circle, and like for me it would be like a little J, and then next to it you'd have like a charm.
Yes.
Simple enough. We watched probably 3 videos before we decided we could do it. And then we did so much research on like the little like, I don't know what they're called. The things with the stamps.
The metal stamper.
Yeah, it was a metal stamper and like think it.
Yeah. You dink it.
Yeah, we got that, and we did all this research to find like the cheapest we could get the little pendants and the bracelets. Mm-hmm. But we wanted them to be like good quality. Like I remember we went out of our way to be like, okay, we can get this amount for this much, and it'll be like it's like stainless steel or something. Like we wanted it to not rust.
Yeah.
Joke's on us. I've never seen something rust faster.
I know.
With no contact to water. The whole bag rusted in maybe a month.
Yeah. And we didn't spend a ton of money, but we definitely spent enough.
And it was like it was like our first real job. So it's not like we had money.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
she means more. Like when we were working at Dogtopia.
Yeah. So it wasn't like we were making a ton of money. No. And we're like, we're going to do this. This will be fun. We're going to make like an Etsy. No.
I want to say
they didn't even last 3 weeks.
I think between like the metal stamping kit, the bracelets, and like the charms and everything, I think we each spent close to $100. I don't think it was.
Did we? I hope we didn't.
I think it was less. No, it was probably less than that. Do you know
I still have the bag of all the stuff?
Do you really? Yeah. You should bring that for our craft night.
I will. Okay.
You might see bracelet making part 2 at some point.
Some of it has to be not rusted, right?
How many years? Also,
10 years.
My favorite story from that business making adventure was we did not even master stamping, okay?
It's way harder to get the stamp than you think.
Yes. We did not even master the stamping method. And we thought we could then solder jewelry together.
I forgot about that. We were going to make... Was it the shotgun necklaces? We had to solder.
We're gonna make the shotgun shell necklaces or something.
We didn't even know that soldering meant you have a separate piece of metal you melt into metal.
Soldering
we were like, you make the metal hot and stick it together.
I don't even remember if we watched one full YouTube video on it.
We do own a soldering thing.
Do we? Did we actually get one?
I think we did.
I don't know. I know that Cody has one now.
It's like a little handheld one, I think.
I thought we didn't get anything because...
we were going to make shotgun shell necklaces. We made one. I wore one to country concerts.
I gathered the shotgun shells from Cody from when he went ski shooting. So, I don't remember if we actually did get a soldering thing or not, but I remember
it'll be in that bag if it is. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll find out. We'll do a live, so you'll be surprised with us. So yeah, we were like, we can solder shit together. We didn't know what soldering meant. I think we watched half a YouTube video on how to do it, and we were like, we can do this easily. And so we took our happy asses to Home Depot, like right then and there, and we asked some random man in the aisle because we couldn't find it. Like, I mean, you can't find anything in Home Depot, to be fair, but we literally like asked some guy. I swear to God, he gave us like an hour-long lecturing about soldering. Really? And he's like, if you have this, then you need this. If you need, you know, if you're going to do this, then you need that. And we're like, okay.
And of course, we're not processing any of it. We're like, get away from us, man.
Yeah.
We have some soldering to do.
He was trying to be helpful, but boy, did he have a lot to say about soldering, and boy, were we confused after. So we did not. And what he was pointing out was stuff that cost like $400, and we were like,
I think he thought we wanted to like truly, like to do like a soldering job, not like we just want to like pin our little like. I don't know what it's called. Like the little ring that holds like a pendant on. We wanted to like solder that together.
Yeah. And we didn't want to admit to this man in Home Depot that we needed a soldering gun or iron or whatever it's called for jewelry making.
Yeah.
So that was probably the funniest thing from that. And that venture probably lasted a month or two.
Yeah, if that, they literally, we made them for like our moms and like ourselves, and we made one for this lady Amy that we worked with because she was adorable. And then we realized that they all started rusting. All of the bracelets, like the pendants and everything were fine. The bracelets that we went out of our way to get and waited forever because they were from China should have been our first clue.
Honestly, yeah.
And they all rusted. None of them were in contact with water or anything. They were all like stored together in like the baggies they came in, I think. Mm-hmm. And they like all rusted in less than a month. Yeah. So that was that for our jewelry business.
Yes. We set the supplies aside and said that's
we said we're done with that. We never looked at it ever again.
Nope. And now we might. How long ago was that?
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah. Okay. So that's that first one. Chronological order. Next one would be our shared Instagram.
Yes, we did have shared Instagram. This was not a business. We just thought it would be fun, I think.
Yeah, we're not good at taking pictures together, and I feel like a lot of long-term best friends really aren't, because you see each other so much, like, we just don't really think about it.
I think at that point that we made that Instagram, we quite literally had 2 photos together, and we had already known each other for 8 years.
Right, and this was also when, like, Instagram was really picking up, and, like, I don't know, just different social medias and everything was, like, really at the height at this time, because we were still young. This was still around the time frame.
That was probably the same time.
Yeah, I think we were going. I think we were going into college or something. So we were still like 18 or something. And so we were like, okay, we want to take more photos, and so we were like, let's just make an Instagram together, and it'll kind of help keep us accountable. But we did want to try and like gain followers and stuff too. We have always kind of wanted to document our life, but Jay has always wanted to do a vlog, and we just never really talked too in depth about it. And so we're like, well, maybe we can do that, just because I think we're a little bit unique in our friendship. Maybe people don't. I don't know. Maybe people hate us. So we did the shared Instagram together, and we posted pretty consistently. We got out and did a lot with that, which that was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's what I think is like good about the vlog too, is that we did do it with that. Like we go out of our way to be like, let's go do like a photo shoot today, or like let's go to this place so we can document it. Like that, I think was the time frame. Were we doing our hikes then?
Yeah, I guess we could kind of count this as a failed hobby in a way. We wanted to go to every state park in Virginia, and we went to a lot that year. We decided to just kind of get out. We were both in college, like had part-time jobs and whatnot, so we would have random days off during the week. So we were like, let's just go drive to a park and do a hike. We went to like 10 or 12, I think.
Yeah, we did it like pretty consistently for a while, then just got busy. So it wasn't like we didn't like it anymore. We even still talk today about being like, we need to go do that again, because it was so fun. We'd pick a random place, and she drove this old Camaro that like should not have driven out of town realistically, and we'd be like, Camaro. let's take it farther, and then we're bad with directions. Our GPSs would like lose signal in the middle of Virginia, and then we'd be like, where are we? And that was like half the fun of it, though.
Yeah, half it. We're terrible with directions, especially together, so just even like trying to get there back was always an adventure in itself, and it caused us to go more places to try and like document things and like have pictures and stuff, which is kind of what we're trying to do with this too, because that's just when we've had some of the best memories. Is we do the most random shit together. It just always have, and so yeah. So around the same time we were doing the Instagram, and that didn't really go anywhere.
It didn't go. I wouldn't even say really it's failed. I guess the Instagram failed because I don't even remember what it's called. It was some version of Maria and Jess. Like it was the same kind of
Jess
thing.
and Maria or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even. I've looked for it. I can't even find it. So it might be like deleted. But we didn't keep up with it, so it was failed. But like the idea is essentially like we're playing out the same idea now.
Yeah, just many years later.
Yeah,
we did that all throughout the summer.
Yeah,
and then the summer we kind of stopped and like it just faded away. So there was that. I think the podcast would be next. And this was more recent.
Yeah, this was in like the last 3 years. Wasn't it like right after COVID actually?
I don't remember if it was right before or right after. I think it was right before, because remember we did a couple like through Zoom.
I think that's why it was a little bit right after, because it was before, like it was like kind of, it was the end of quarantine.
Yes, yeah.
I think we did like our first one on Zoom.
Yeah.
Did we even use it?
I don't know.
I don't remember what our first one was, but I honestly, again, I think we did well at it.
We did do good at the podcast. We had a lot more of a following than I thought we would. Like we had a lot more listeners and everything.
And like it wasn't a lot, but like we had like just if you look at like the Facebook page today, I think it has like 1,000 followers.
Yeah, it's like 1,200.
Without like with us doing like zero advertising anything.
It was a true crime podcast because we are both very into true crime, and we thought it would be fun to try it out ourselves. And it was a lot of fun. And it did better than we thought it would. But we are not good at staying focused. And it was very, very time consuming.
If we didn't have jobs, it's something I would want to try again.
Yes.
Like if that could be a job, or like if anything like online ever became a job, I think it would be fun to pursue it again. Because I think we were good at it.
Yeah.
And it was interesting.
Uh-huh.
It was just like, especially because you're talking about a lot of the times like people's deaths, so you want to like do the research, you want to like you gotta take it serious,
right?
So it's like 6 hours of research a week
minimum
for each of us, on top of our jobs, and then we'd have to come record, and then it's hours to edit it.
Oh my gosh, editing vlogs to
so
me
much
is
easier.
Awful. Editing a podcast, holy crap, that sucked, especially because like when you can't talk for a day, like it's hard to continuously play off losing your spot in like a paragraph or something. So you'd have to edit that out. And it was just so time consuming. We did like it. Now this, I would say, is our issue with it, so it was too time consuming. We stuck with it on and off pretty solidly for like a year and a half.
Not solidly. We post for like 4 months consistently, and then take like 6 months off, and then post 4 months consistently.
Yeah, I got that backwards. We solidly stuck with it for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then we were like, let's post less often. And then it would be like a month at a time, 2 months, 3 months, like time would just keep going by, and then all of a sudden, and every time we would announce in that episode, we're gonna post consistently, and we never did. We bought all the equipment for it. We spent a lot of money for that.
It sounded okay. Like I think we did pretty good with it.
I think it sounded great. That was the problem, is like this is our problem. We like to go all in. Yeah. And like it's taking everything in us now
to not buy a camera.
To not get a vlogging camera. Because obviously nobody likes to watch or listen to stuff that has like poor quality. So we bought all the podcast stuff. I mean, we bought like a $300 recording.
The whole thing, probably did cost $300. It's like I think it's called a mixer. Yeah. Also did so much research. It is so much harder to record audio than you guys would think if you haven't done it. Yeah. There's so many like moving parts. We bought all the mics. I don't know what else there would have been. There were like different attachments we'd have to do because like our stuff didn't fit into each other. It was a lot, and then you have to pay like a monthly subscription to have it posted anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say we paid Buzzsprout monthly. Yeah. So probably the most expensive one that we had, most expensive hobby. We still have the equipment, The only thing personally stopping me from saying we should sell it is because it is fun. One day, like,
yeah.
I can't say we won't ever have a podcast again. And I mean, it's good equipment and everything. So yeah, we spent a lot of money on that, got no return, but I guess we weren't really expecting to anyway.
We learned.
It was fun. And again, like Jay said, maybe one day we'll do it again. But for now, we can mark it as our failed hobby.
Yeah.
Because it's been a solid, probably 2 years since we've touched it.
Yeah, I think 2 Halloweens ago was like the last time we really posted.
Yeah. So
it's called Fear Cage Podcast, if you guys want to listen to it. I think it's good. I wish we could do it, but yeah, it's just too much.
I don't think it's on anything anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if it stays. We recently stopped paying for it to be up because we kept paying it, being like, maybe we'll come back to it, and we're like, we don't have time. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And so we just recently stopped. So I don't know if it just disappears from the internet or if it's still on things.
It's not on Spotify anymore. I know that.
Well, R.I.P. R.I.P. Fear Cage.
Yeah.
But we did it. We tried it.
It was fun. It was an experience.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these things is that even though we spend money, kind of waste money, and don't keep up with these things, it's worth the memories.
Fun.
Yeah.
Can't put a price on memories.
No, you can't. Okay. So the podcast is dead. I don't know. I don't want to know.
It's creeping me out.
I know. Char.
So the next one, I think, is furniture, which is arguably maybe our dumbest hobby we've ever had.
But the most
because we've never done anything with it.
By far the best one though.
We both had our TikToks. You know how like you'll be on different sides of TikTok? We both were on like furniture refurbishing TikTok.
Yep.
And I messaged her one day and was like, hey, this keeps coming up. Would you want to try like flipping a piece of furniture? And she's like, oh my god, I get those videos too. I'd love to try it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was very reasonable. I was like, we overdo things a lot. I said, let's go to Goodwill and get 2 things and just try it. Let's go buy the paint, see if we like it, see if we can even do it. And then, oh my god, we have another business I just thought of that we failed at.
What?
Cleaning. This happened at the same time.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
so this is 2. So yeah, the same time that we were starting this, we were like, oh, what if we started a business and did like a cleaning business? And I think that we just bought, it was like the green machine thingy, which would not have been used for like a business, but I think we were like, oh, let's start with this and try to like redo this furniture, and if we can successfully do this, we can make a cleaning business.
Yep.
Because we're idiots. So we go to Goodwill. We get a $2 chair. It's just a wooden chair. And I was like, we can try different stains on this. We can try to reupholster the seat. Like, this will just be practice. And we bought a table. And I think it was like $20.
So I think the table was like $10.
Whatever it was, I was so proud of us for being under budget.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's go try this. We bought the paint. And at that time, it was like all like, everything was like that white chalky paint. Like the farmhouse style. So we're like, let's do that. So we get that. And then I start receiving all these texts from Maria. Like in the middle of the night, she's like, oh my god, I found out about like online estate auctions.
Yeah. They're pretty addicting.
So yeah, she briefly got very addicted to them. And she'd be like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it's like, we have the most random assortment. Also, if you ever need furniture, just look online for a little while.
Yeah.
People are just giving shit away.
I know. I regret buying my house for like this couch. Shouldn't have bought it.
I will say, we didn't get like nice stuff.
No.
So, but there was like, you can go, I don't know if you guys have Ryan Homes near you. I don't know if that's like a regional thing, but it's a home builder. And they'll go on and like all the stuff that their like staged home would have, they go sell it afterwards.
Yeah.
After the house sells, like it's all unused things that just sat in a staged home for way cheaper than it would have been.
All these big like building companies, they sell their staging furniture after. They just go to auction.
Yeah.
So found that out throughout the process.
So I'm online finding things for free, and like I think I got us like a free, it was like a swivel chair. Not like a office chair, but it was like,
I think you found 2 free chairs. There was like a swivel one and like the, or no, maybe it was just the swivel chair. I thought we had 2.
I don't remember. But it was like a living room, like what do they call it? Like, just like a singular seat.
It's like an armchair.
Yeah, an armchair. And it like swiveled at the bottom. And it was like little broken pieces of like the upholstery. So we wanted to see if we could fix stuff like that. So that's why I said I'd go pick it up. And then Maria had told me, she was like, oh, I'm going to put in a bid on this auction and this auction and this auction. But it ended up being a lot. And then she didn't remember which ones she did. So she just would like win them. And poor Cody, she's like, you have to use your day off to take me up to this auction.
These ones were not the Ryan Holmes ones. These ones were just like estate auctions. So, you know,
and
people
one of them
have died.
was like an orange velvet armchair
that I had to drive to like past Stafford or so. I had to drive like 45 minutes away by myself to go pick up because Cody couldn't go with me.
Mind you, she hates velvet. Can't stand it.
I do. I just thought it would be funny. I paid like $5 for it because I think I paid less than, I think it cost me $3. It definitely cost me more in gas to go get it than the actual chair did. And nobody could go with me. Jay knew I was going, and I was like, it'll be fine. And she was literally like calling and texting me the whole time. She's like, please tell me when you get it. Please tell me you're alive. Please tell me.
Because I think she called me and she's like, I'm in like a random warehouse district.
It was. Yeah, it was kind of a sketchy area. The guy was really nice. And I just had to like wait outside and he brought it to my car. But yeah, I literally drove like 45 minutes to get this really ugly chair. I really didn't think I would win it. And it was legit like
it looked kind of cool online, I'm not gonna lie. And when we got it, I was like, this is repulsive.
Yeah.
We tried to use our little green machine to clean it. I think we did 3 rounds and it was still coming out brown. Yeah. It was disgusting.
It felt disgusting.
Yeah.
It smelled disgusting. It was just, all of it was bad. So there was that. And then I won like a desk, a little table thing, and I think like a chair or something. It was like 2 or 3 things from this estate auction. And again, like, the furniture was a lot, but really we did not spend a lot.
We didn't spend a whole lot of money. I felt bad for Cody. And I like to just clarify that it was Maria because to this day, Cody will tell me that I am the cause of this when I was telling Maria to slow down.
Yes, she was. She was telling me to chill out.
Let's see if we like it first before we filled her whole garage. She has like a detached garage. We filled half of it.
I just got so excited with the auctions, and I truly didn't think that I would win any of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh shit, like I actually won things. And even like the estate sale that we won, again, Cody went with me. We had to take the truck. And I want to say again, it was like $15. I remember the desk was $10.
We probably combined spent maybe $100 each, if that.
No, not each at all. I think we spent combined total, like $60 to $80 total.
You can really get a lot of furniture.
I think we each spent like $20, $30 each total or something like that. And so then I was like, is it even worth this drive to get like this $10 desk and like something else? And we did. We went up and got it. We walked through this dead person's house. They told us where to get the furniture. And then Cody drove it back home and we unloaded it. And then I found the armoire.
Yeah, it's huge. She texted me in the middle of the night. It's probably like 11 or 12. And she doesn't stay up late. So I'm like, this girl's looking
my
for
brain was just on it.
Yeah. And she texted me, she's like, hey, we're gonna go pick this up tomorrow. And it's like, she's like, it's in like this nice neighborhood where we live. And I was like, how are we possibly going to move it? And she's like, oh, they told me they have a dolly. And I was like, okay, well, like it's also like a 7 foot tall, like it was like an entertainment center.
Well, I would like to say that she pointed out that it was big. Neither of us exactly knew how big it was though. She's like, are you sure we'll be able to move it? And I was like, I think so. Like, they didn't give any dimensions. It just said it was like an
confidently said there's a dolly there.
Yeah. They said, like, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like it was that big online. Like, the way they listed it and everything. And I was like, I'm sure we can.
And it had, like, metal in it because it was meant to be, like, an entertainment center. Like, it had, like, things in the back for you to put plugs through. Like, it was definitely, it wasn't just a wood armoire. Like, it was an entertainment center kind of thing. And so we get there, we roll up to this nice neighborhood, she's in her father-in-law's truck, we're these 2 little girls whipping around this truck.
Chip had this big-ass truck, and my father-in-law is amazing, and he just trusted me to take his truck. I've never driven it a day. I had never driven a truck, period, at this point in my life, and this thing is massive. And, yeah, so we get in the truck, and Oh my gosh, I had to back into the man's driveway. Like, we pull up this nice ass neighborhood, this nice ass house with these nice ass like stone walls on the side of the driveway. And the guy, oh my gosh, he was so nice. And he's like, hey, he's like, you think you can back it up into the driveway? And I was like,
we're shaking. We're starting bad. And they have it sitting outside of their garage. And she told them we could move it. So it's like his wife and him sitting there are talking to us, and then they're like, yeah, you guys can take it. Here's the dolly. And me and Maria just go, interesting, because we don't know how to move this.
We look at each other, we look at that, and we look at each other, and she's like, it was like a total like telepathic conversation where I was like, I know I fucked up, and she's like, you fucked up.
And so then we pull like the dumb girl thing where we're just like, can you help us, to like the guy, and he feels so bad for us.
He was
and
so
then
nice.
The wife is getting on him too, like, okay, you have to move it for
yeah,
them.
she's like,
of course these girls couldn't move this.
Yeah.
And because even if we could move it to the truck, we then had to lift it into the truck, which we did not think through at all. And this thing is massive.
It's so heavy.
So these people, so nice. I think they even offered us other stuff.
Yes, they're.
But we were like, we can't even fit this thing.
We're kind of exhausted.
We also had never used a ratchet strap. And so this guy's like, got a ratchet strap to hold this in. And we were like, and you're like, I think I have one in the truck. So the man straps it in for us.
He was a total dad. He was so nice. We were so dumb. They never once acted like we were dumb. No, they were really moving. They were happy to get rid of it and everything. And
I think we probably just gave them a good laugh.
Yeah.
They were like, these two girls had no idea what they were getting into.
Yep.
So then we go back to Maria's house, but we got to get this into the garage because, mind you, we had more furniture to go pick up. We had a time frame.
You're right. We had the other.
We were like, we had to be at this auction to pick up our desk.
Yep.
And so Maria goes to the end. We like put the tailgate down, take the straps off. She's like, Jay, you get in the truck. I'm gonna go to the bottom. Like, I'm gonna go to the ground, and you're gonna push it out to me. So we start pushing it, and it just starts tipping. And Maria's a little girl, and I went, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm gonna accidentally kill you.
Wait, let's back this train up. Cody was home, but he was sleeping.
So we're trying
because
to like
he's
do
on
this quick,
night
so
shift.
he doesn't know we bought more furniture because he's already mad.
Yeah, so I'm like, we can do this. I'm like, I don't want to wake him up. Let's just get this out of the truck and like go before he can say anything and before he wakes up. And so yeah, I was towards the bottom. Jay's like trying to lower it. Jay's like, I'm literally not lowering this. You're gonna get
like
crushed.
I could feel the angle at which it was about to flip, and I was like, she's gonna get crushed by it. So she goes, hold on, just let me go inside. And I'm holding this thing. It's halfway out of the truck already. So I'm in the bed of the truck, just holding this thing down. And I think we're so sly. Like Cody's not gonna wake up. And Cody comes outside and he goes, what are you idiots doing? And I'm just like stuck there because I can't move. The thing's hanging out of the truck.
He literally just, before I could even make it to the door, I like freeze because he opens the front door on the porch. I think he was still in his underwear because he had just woken up, and he's like, what the fuck are you two idiots doing? And he's like, what is that? And I was like, can you help us?
And yeah, she literally is like, well, I need you, now that you're awake.
Yeah.
I need you to get this out of the truck because we gotta dip. We gotta go pick up something
Before I
else.
could even give him time to yell at us, he is cussing up and down as he's like, what the? And he like gets his shoes on and he helps us get it out. And I was like, okay, love you, bye. And it sat in the driveway for like another day. And Cody's like, how do we get it into the garage? I was like, I don't know.
It was so hard to move.
My brother-in-law had to come over the next day. And he and Cody had to like, I don't even remember how they got it in there, but I remember it was really hard. And actually, I think it took 3 grown men to get it like 20 feet into the garage because we literally just plopped it in the driveway.
There's like nowhere to put your hands on it.
Yeah,
like,
that's the problem.
The only gap from the floor is like 2 inches off the floor, but then it's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
It was dumb. Hilarious, because that's one of the funniest stories, I think, is like Cody catching us. So it was worth it.
Cody catching us, Cody having to go to the estate auction. Cody got roped into that one big time.
But yeah, so we never did anything with this. We just we're very good at acquiring furniture. Yeah. That's what we know now. If you're in a pinch, if something happened and you know somebody that needs a lot of furniture, they don't really care about the quality. They just need to fill a house.
Yeah.
we can point you in the right direction.
We absolutely can. We can buy some paint.
We were actually in a situation before where it was like somebody had like lost all their belongings.
Yeah.
They ended up getting stuff before they had contacted us, but it was like people, I think it was like my mom's friend of a friend or something. Like, my mom was like, oh, you guys just hoard a bunch of furniture, don't you? And I was like, we do.
Yeah.
So that, is all the furniture still in there?
Kinda, sorta. One of the desks we actually did end up using, Cody and I did. We painted it, and it's his gaming desk. So that came out with something. The table that we painted.
We painted a table.
We did paint a table.
It never sold. We did try to put it on Marketplace. Honestly, it doesn't look that good. If we ever one day sell this and you get it, I'm really sorry. We put a coat of paint on it. You can see all the brush strokes. There's like hair stuck in it. It's not good. So you probably have to redo our redo.
It's a junk table now in our garage, so it's probably well stained and has mouse poop on it now. So we have a desk and we have a table. The mice ate anything fabric. Literally, Cody went to go move that swivel. Actually, no. We did have, the mice ate the ugly orange chair. That's what it was.
There's probably something living in there that they wanted. That probably brought the mice into your
honestly, probably, yeah. They were like, they made a hole in it. Cody went to go move it to throw it away, and they all just like...
oh my god, I'd freak out.
He did. He yelled and like dropped the chair. The big chair, like that orange swivel chair, we do still have, because the mice didn't get to that. And when Cody was looking at it being in the canine position, he's like, well, we can get the dog the chair. So the chair, the giant armoire, the table, and the desk we did keep. And then there's like another desk. So yeah, everything's still in there except for...
I think if we got more chairs for free, put them in your garage, clear out part of your garage, then your garage would have garage parties again.
I know. That was the other plan too.
Because then you don't like people in your house, so then that gives you the excuse to have them out there.
I know. We need to get electricity to our garage though. But that was the other part. We're like, well, we have all this furniture. Like, we'll probably put it to use that way. But Cody won't run electricity to the garage. That's a whole other story. So, yeah. Yep. That was by far the most invested.
Yeah.
In a short amount of time that we got.
Yeah, we went hard. All of this happened in like a 3-week time period.
Yeah.
I also felt like I was getting bombarded on both ends. The guy I was dating at the time ended up telling his parents that I'm going to be a furniture flipper. And I was like, I don't think that that's what I meant. I wanted to like try it as a hobby. So I was getting told by his parents like, oh, I have this lady. Could you do this for me? And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I've never painted furniture a day in my life. So no, I don't think I should take your antique stuff and paint it.
Yeah.
And then she's hitting me being like, more furniture, more furniture. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't very good at the one table that we did, and we didn't sell anything.
And we hated cleaning all the furniture. It took forever, and it was repulsive. And so we were like, wow, we hate this aspect of it too. So pretty much we didn't like any aspect of it except getting the furniture.
Yep. We didn't like the cleaning part, so we were like, fuck the cleaning business. We do still have the little green machine.
We do, which we trade back and forth. We have shared custody.
We have shared custody of it. The painting supplies eventually came in handy.
What do we use it for?
I used it to paint that desk.
Oh, there you go.
I think you took some brushes for, I don't know.
I have a sander now.
Yes.
I don't know where we got the sander from because we didn't purchase the sander.
Yeah, you're right.
But I own a sander now because of this business. So that was that one. And then our next one is maybe our most embarrassing one.
We're gonna be full transparent. Like, might as well help somebody else out learn from our mistakes.
I get random messages on Instagram a lot about like guys offering money for certain things, and I don't do that. That sounds worse than it is. It'll be like for pictures or something, and I've always been like, no thanks. I've had people be like, oh, will you like I think it's called financial like dominatrix. I don't know what it is. You're supposed to like mean to people over text and they'll send you money. Again, I've always been like, that makes me feel a little weird on the inside. So no thanks. And then we were both like, you know what? It would be real nice to make some extra money with some really, really low stakes investments.
Yeah.
So we made Feet Finder.
We were like, fuck it, everybody's doing it.
And we're like, feet don't feel like that bad. Like, you're not... I'm not like naked on the internet.
Yeah.
It's a foot. You could see, I wear sandals all the time. You could see it anyways. And honestly, we went into it being like, even if we just make enough money to get like a pedicure.
Yeah.
And spoiler, we made no money. We just lost money.
The standard was we wanted to get at least paid for a pedicure. And then eventually the standard came like, okay, well, can we at least get our Feet Finder like account fee back? No. Which was only $15. And that was all we had invested in it. But yeah, we did that together.
Not just feet pictures. I don't know if you guys know that. If you guys have never been on Feet Finder, that's what we found out. We were like, we're just going to take pictures of like cute pedicures and guys are going to love that. No. Yeah, I had one man message me and ask if I would stomp on a frog and kill it on a video. And I was like, no, I will not do that.
That and the pedal thing.
Oh yeah, there's pedal pushers. And they like, this is really weird to talk about like this kind of thing online. But yeah, this was like a whole new world for us. There's pedal pushers, and those guys want to see like up close videos of a woman's barefoot like going pedal to the metal in a car.
Yes, and we each got asked by a person to do that.
And then there's like a lot. The one I wish I could have gotten, like I would be hardcore still on Feet Finder if I could find people. There are people with a slipper fetish, and they just buy you different slippers, and you take photos of your covered foot in a slipper. That would be the gig.
There's it's so hard on. We'll just
saturated market.
Yes.
You're not gonna get money.
No.
You probably have to have like a TikTok, Instagram. Like you'd have to be advertising yourself to make money.
And literally, like the girls who had like the most followers and everything, they were legit naked, but like they also had their feet in the photo. Yeah. And like, we're not doing that.
We just came in a little naive, thinking people really just wanted to look at our feet.
But the funniest part about that is we literally sat here together on this couch, made Feet Finder accounts, and then went to my backyard and we took pictures of each other's feet.
Yeah.
This was just last year. She texted me like 2 months ago and she was like, hey, you put the date that we need to cancel our Feet Finder account.
I found my account. We made fake names.
We did. We made
fake email addresses, all this stuff, and like entertained some conversations. And like it just ended up like they just want crazy things, and we're not willing to do it. And so also, what was kind of funny is that a lot of them want you to like essentially just flirt with them all day long to get money. Like they don't just want they want like a girlfriend essentially.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend and her husband are both like, we'll do the talking. If you guys are making money instead of the photos, we'll talk to the men.
Yeah, Cody said that, and it's like, cool. But, I personally do not recommend Feet Finder.
No.
There are so many more users on that website than there is buyers.
Yeah.
And, like, we looked up TikToks, like, we did do research, and there are girls out there who tell you how hard it is, and it's true. Honestly, I think it's really just a game of luck, or you're getting naked.
Yeah, I think you're either naked or you're like, I think if you're successful at it, you're not just making a Feet Finder account and being like secret. Like you probably have a TikTok or something or an Instagram where you're posting your face. Like we didn't post our face either. Yeah. It was like we wanted to remain anonymous and be fake people. And so you have to have like a personality on an Instagram connected to the feet.
There were a lot of men who like said they would not buy unless they saw like your face and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like they were legit our feet pictures, but I don't want my face associated on the account. So yeah. And I also don't even really have cute feet. My feet are big.
I don't either. We both have fairly big feet.
Yeah, we do. Mine are little cockeyed, like.
It kept grossing Maria out. I like squigged.
She does.
Which is apparently another fetish.
I kind of want you to do that on video so people can see how disgusting.
I don't think it's it's good foot health. You should use foot spacers. Like you have that's why you have feet problems.
Do use foot spacers, but I don't splay my toes randomly.
You should be able to do that.
No. No. She can like splay her toes like fingers. And she doesn't.
That's good foot health.
She's
I don't know what you want from me. Sorry, I have healthy feet.
I do. Okay, I don't do the things, but I do the band like that. Because I have bunions.
So I'm gonna get you They're called toe spacers. You put them around, like you
like
know,
when you paint your toenails.
Yeah, but it's like a rubber one. They're thicker and they go in between each toe.
I'm not doing that.
It's good for you.
I'm not. My feet. Okay, you know what?
We are not doing this. We are not showing our feet on this video.
I don't think you can even see my foot, but I really look like I just told you when you kept doing it. They just don't go apart. I really think you should do it because it's really creepy.
No, I'm not. We are off of Feet Finder. Nobody gets free feet.
All right, fine.
I'm gonna blur that in the video. So you have to pay us for that.
You have to pay for my ugly foot trying to slice my toe. I don't even think you can see it in frame. Scandalous. I showed my feet. But it is really creepy, and I really did.
I was like immediately uncomfortable on the website. I thought it would be like easy peasy. We were both like, yeah, this is just not at all what we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought a guy would just be like, I'd love to buy you a pedicure, and I'm like, thank you, and that's just not what it is.
Yeah, everybody has their own thing, but personally, like, if I were to get naked on a camera for money, I don't think it would be like for feet either. Like, why wouldn't you just pose for what's the OnlyFans or something? Like,
yeah, like if you're, I don't know, if I'm gonna be connected to it, it's like, yeah, like let's go for the big bucks.
Yeah,
I don't want a $15 payment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, 0 out of 10 don't recommend Feet Finder.
Yeah, don't do that. Unless, I guess, if you have like amazing feet and people are just really asking you for it, then I guess go for it. But
yeah.
If nobody's ever asked you, then like you probably shouldn't try.
Yeah, nobody ever asked us.
No. Yeah, so that's our failed businesses.
I think that's everything. This
has been a video.
Yeah, and this is our next and only venture right now, the vlog. So
there'll be more, I'm sure.
Yeah. I feel like there was something else that we were working on or had an idea of. I feel like we always have an idea. It's just kind of sometimes whether we take it and run. Yeah. Nobody can ever say that we don't try anything.
Yeah, that's one thing about us is we will always try.
Yeah.
And we'll go 100% try.
Yep.
We don't just half-ass it.
No.
Eventually we'll have. Well, I guess in theory we do half-ass it because we just go in without. We like bulldoze our way through.
Yeah.
And figure out the pitfalls as we go. I can't talk.
Yeah, we don't really do the whole research beforehand.
No.
I do think that's everything. Let me double check my list. Yep. That's everything that I can remember.
Should we have a list of other things under here? But that'll be for another time.
Yeah, that's Maria and Jay's failed hobbies.
We tried.
Mm-hmm. On to the next one.
Yeah. This won't be one.
No, this won't.
Fingers crossed. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and comment, like, subscribe, do all that jam, you know, that everybody else says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you think that we should try a different hobby.
Yeah, honestly, we're pretty good at trying things. Yeah. So, like, whatever you guys want to see, if we feel down for it, we'll go head first. I
don't think we can make it in the foot business, so I think that's out. Yeah. But anything else, that's appropriate. I think we can try it.
Appropriate things, we'll go for it.
Rated
Even
PG.
if it's only for a video and we just give you guys like a little review on what we find, then sure.
Or tell us if you're the same way.
I hope somebody is, because we catch a lot of shit for this.
We do, mostly by my husband.
Yeah.
But, yep. All right.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.